All right, retirement plus 2 months. So I retired in the end of April and it's now July. What have I learned? Well, Social Security's finally worked itself out, getting $2,100 a month. You know, not bad. Retired at age 62. I guess you'd consider that early retirement because with retirement, the problems are going to be health care. You don't get Medicaid until, or Medicare until age 65. So that's going to be everyone's biggest problem. But I'm retired military, so healthcare wasn't an issue. And I'm healthy. So I don't know how these people retire in their 40s or 50s. Even if you have $1 million or $2 million, check out my other videos. In 10 years, $1 million is gone. And if you spend it $8,000 a month and you only have the 401k, and you're taking it out slowly. So in 10 years, that would be gone. So if you're in your 40s or 50s, what are you going to do? Even though, yes, you can live a very conservative life and have a little house if it's paid off and something, or if you have millions. But this is reality for most people. I consider myself a top 40%er, far from the top of anything, a little better than the average. And it's only because there's a whole lot of poor folks. And that's, in reality, people are poor by their own personal choices. Because if you just look at my life, I joined the military. And you're not going to get rich in the military. But long term, you always think about your future. The military is an excellent option, just for the healthcare option and the pension. So that's what you got to think about. But in retirement, the money's going to work itself out for me because I got the military pension, always had that. And that's about $2,200. Social Security's $2,100. My second pension from my other government job for 22 years. That's about, I guess it's working out to about $1,800 because it's taking a while for it to work itself out. Because remember, say it was $2,000, 10% comes right off the top to pay for the spouse to get her piece of it if I die. And you got to take care of the spouse. Depends on who the breadwinner is. Because when I worked for the government, there was a lot of women that probably made more money than their husbands. So I've got 2 pensions, Social Security, and I've got rental properties that bring another couple thousand. And I've bought like 20 houses over the years, and right now I currently have 2 rentals. Main house, everything's paid off. And that's what you got to do. You got to pay all your bills off. I've always been a saver, always paid credit cards off every month, and don't spend more than you make. Yes, months go by where I spend more than I make. But the biggest problem you got to think about is your spouse. Spouse is the biggest issue because we were like polar opposites. It's an election year. She sways one way and I sway the other. And if I say up, she says down. If I go right, she wants to go left. I'll like to walk the beach. She doesn't like the beach. She likes the garden, yard work. That's okay. She likes to shop, spend lots of money, which I don't have a problem with that. She has her own money. But I have a problem with buying stuff you don't use and just keeping junk around. Hey, I don't know, can you see that white bird there? That's kind of neat. But again, I consider early retirement, I guess age 62 now. Most people are going to have to work to age 65, and healthcare is going to be the biggest issue. And people don't take into consideration their spouse. Because that's my biggest issue is, having the 24 hours a day, and I've got my plans what I want to do, and she has her plans what she wants to do. And I guess it's all going to be compromised. That's what it's all about. But like my content, thumbs up, share, and think about it, because retirement nowadays is going to probably be 65 for most, maybe 67 or 70. But we're living healthier, stronger. So I just came back from running 3 miles, listening to Pink Floyd's Comfortably Numb. That's a good sum up for today. Comfortably numb. But it's the 4th of July, Independence Day. Happy Independence Day. Think about your retirement. Think about your long-term plans. You got to pay your bills off. And once you hit retirement, you know, what are you going to do with your time and your spouse? Because now, I plan on going to the beach. I've gone to the beach, I don't know, half dozen times, and I've lived out here for years. But now I've got the time. You know, always want, you know, you need to go to the gun range, you know, at least twice a year. The golf range. I need to get out there. And I live on a golf course, and I haven't been to the driving range yet, but it's on the list. But I got the house. See the house? I've been working on that for 6 years. So now I've got the time. Currently, I'm painting the garage. So there's always something to do, and you got to stay busy, because, you know, the days that I sit there and watch TV all day, it drives me insane. It's like I gotta accomplish something. So you know, I look forward to getting up at 6 in the morning and running, and then figuring out what's on the agenda to do for the rest of the day. So think about it. Leave a comment, thumbs up, subscribe, share your life story, share your information. I'll give you some tips. One other good tips. You know, I'm watching my money more and more. If you've got thousands in a savings account not getting any interest, you need to open up a Treasury Direct.gov account. That's the Treasury. I'm starting to buy Treasury bills. Short term. You know, you can get 5% for 4 weeks. So it's sort of liquid. And how you do it is you give them $5,000, which they give you the interest up front. So they only take $4,950 or whatever it is, and they hold it for 4 weeks, and they give it back to you. And it's how you load it into the computer. And it's a safe website. It's the government website. It's Treasury bills. And you can take it out of your savings account and put it back into your savings account. You can renew it. But of course, you just have to follow the current interest rates. But if you got thousands in a savings account getting 1%, you could get it up to 5%. You know, that's 4 or 5 times more than what you're getting. And that's a quick, easy way to make, you know, a couple extra dollars. You know, and the more you have, the more you can play with. So that's your tip for the day. Retirement plus 2 months. Gets better and better every day, folks.